Oh shoot. Oh no, I forgot to change the title. Mamas, hang on. Oh gosh, we love that. We love that for me. Hi, I'm Jenna, and I cannot be prepared for any streams at all. What is today? Alright, I named my stream Dissociating because I was pressured and did not know what to say. I don't know how people title streams. I literally just be like, I'm pretty much the same. And I don't really like it when people name their streams the same thing every time. So this is what's happening. We're dissociating today. Quick mental health update before, you know, Streamlabs and Twitch decides to actually start working. You know how last week I was having issues with, oh, hang on, I realized my microphone is like too far away. I was having issues with basically my stream schedule. I'm still having those issues, but I'm trying to work at them, is what I'm trying to get at. Like, typically I do not like the fact that I started the stream at like, what, 4:30 right now? But you know, we're just gonna keep trying to be better. Or just survive. Just be alive. Yeah, I had a train of thought and then I lost it. Oh, stream elements, there we go. Also, for anyone who watches this on YouTube or listens to this, I'm so sorry that, like, you're missing out on the comments, you know, the stream chat. You just have to listen to what I read, and I'm not the best reader in the world. Basically, my mental health has been on a decline, but you know what, today, I said it's a new week, Monday, I am actually gonna work hard at my regular routine today, so I did. Because recently, last week, I took 3 rest days. Usually, I either take 1 or 2 rest days out of my workout. I know, such problems, right? But it's just like, you know, the fact of getting a, how do you say, routine? Is there another synonym for routine? A routine established, like a regular, oh. Wait, what? I just wanted to see if she had necrozma. Anyway, I need to get to the point of this video. Basically, I'm working hard at trying to get it together, even though, like, every time I really get it together, then I eventually have a breakdown, because it's like, was I really getting it together or just avoiding all my problems? Probably the latter part. But you know what? We are working hard at going towards that second part. The issue is, like, I've been taking dance classes, and the website kind of changed, and they didn't have like a mirror feature, like a flipped mirror. So then now when you practice in the computer, or in my case a laptop, it looks all opposite. It doesn't matter. Basically, a lot of little small things added to my stress. Today we are playing Pokemon because it took me like 4 minutes to get here. Because Animal Crossing is now one of those stressors. Need to enunciate better. How come Kiania doesn't let me know where things are and where Pokemon are now? That's a little weird to me. But yeah, we are playing Pokemon because we're looking for Necrozma, so we can finally play Pokemon Pikachu and Eevee, like I've been putting that off forever. Let's go. Yes, save my adventure. Those 10 minutes of me doing nothing. I like Doublade. Yeah, I like Doublade. Honestly, a really good Pokemon. I feel like I've been having— oh wait, my stream elements in my stream actually caught my new title. That's cool. It's a flying Pokemon, probably not under closed mud then. This Pokemon looks ugly. And I'll never know where it is. So, how are you all? Also, my throat might be— oh gosh, I almost dropped my phone. My throat might be, wow, my brain is having such a hard time thinking of like coherent sentences. I have a sore throat essentially. And that is because I do too much talking on the Zooms. And then I come here and do some talking. Oh wait, what's the first evolution where it's like one sword? I don't even know. I don't even have this Pokemon. I'm looking— I don't want it, to be honest. Wow, this is an odd feeling of like playing Pokemon in the very first part of the stream. I don't know if we're gonna be playing Pokemon the whole time, but perhaps. I don't feel like I have good enough luck to catch an Necrozma or like encounter it, to be honest. I think I've said that already too many times today, to be honest. I probably said it a lot of times in this stream already. I'm trying to switch up my vernacular. Because when you don't use your noggin, your sense of diction decreases. For instance, like, I was thinking about like writing in general and how like some books are like the shittiest books you've ever read in your whole life. Or like some movies as well. And I realized that I really like narrators that have like a genuine UK British style, because it's the type of language that they use is extremely different from my everyday language, and I love that. Maybe I should watch RuPaul's Drag Race UK and kind of get a better feel for that, but I don't think that's the perfect indication of what I'm imagining in my head. I did see a couple of episodes. Do I have a Blaziken already? What's this? I can't see. Oh, it's like a Dino or like a Chansey or something. I don't know if I have a Blaziken. I wish you could see your summary at the end. This is like, who's that Pokemon, but on a different scale. I love that. Look at his little— he's standing on 3 little claws. Didn't know he did that. But anyway, yeah, I was realizing to really— if you were a person who wanted to create a story that was set in a different location, but you talk in a specific way, it's not going to translate well. Because you don't live the culture. Does that make sense? I don't even know if it does. Speaking of books, I'm still reading Midnight Sun. I feel like I've been reading that book for like 5 months now because it's so exhausting. Like, it takes the life out of me. Because if you don't know what Midnight Sun is, it's a book by Stephanie Meyer, the author of the Twilight series. And she's not a great author, I'm not gonna lie. I don't really know. I think what's enticing about the original Twilight series, or specifically Twilight, was the introduction and like the story building, right? So like the world building, you're trying to imagine this world with like these vampires that sparkle and these werewolves that are no. Again, this was new at the time. I feel like that concept is still reused nowadays, like Teen Wolf and you know, Vampire Diaries. But I feel like that concept was more like on its first wave back in what, the early 2000s. But now reading Midnight Sun, it's like, okay, typically if you're gonna read Midnight Sun, I don't think you're like a regular reader, you know, a regular person who is not introduced into this world, because like, then that would be then she would, I don't think she really focused on story building in Midnight Sun, because, you know, the story's already, the world is already there. Huh? What is this Pokemon? Anyway. Essentially now it's really focused on characters' relationships. Oh my god, it is a Bulbasaur! Or Ivysaur, sorry. Holy shit, I can't choose between the two. No! This is a really good round! Oh my god. Oh my god. That's why I was like, no, it can't be. Oh my gosh! What a dilemma. Hopefully I already have a Blaziken. Because I'm very inclined to get an Ivysaur. Anyway, that book is kind of awful with the story building, or like the relationship plot. Because the way Edward describes Bella is so condescending, I can't even. He keeps being like, oh, why are you so dumb to fall in love with the monster? Like, it's so awful. I think what was interesting about the first Twilight series as well is like, you're in Bella's perspective where you're falling in love with the character and you're young. That's the key, you're young. And this is your perspective of this character. And in this story, Midnight Sun, like, you've been on this earth forever. Like, all these creatures are part of your life. I don't know, I just kind of wish Stephanie Meyer kind of delved into more of, like, the relationships Edward has. Like, all the vampires he met on, like, his excursions. Obviously, it did go through parts of that, but it wasn't in depth or anything. Like, my favorite parts of the book are, like, his relationship with Esme. Mainly Esme. Like, they didn't even explain Alice's story better. Like, yeah, they didn't explain Alice's story like that well. I do like the little cute fun that Edward and Alice have, because she can see the future and he can read minds, you know, but it just wasn't written well. Like, I only have 7 hours left and they just introduced Victoria, Laurent, and James. So that means I read, like, the rest of the novel. The rest of the novel was just leading up to, like, there was no antagonist yet. Oh my gosh. Well, sorry, sir. I'm not gonna go for you. I'm gonna go for a freaking Blaziken or a Ivysaur. Sorry about that. Hello, Panic. Oh, your cute Mandalorian thing. Oh my god, speaking of Mandalorian, I have not seen it yet. Literally this year was the first time I ever even... Okay, I take that back. I did see, what was it called? The first of the 3 series of the new Star Wars. What was it called? Like the 2 before The Last Jedi. The Force Awakens. I think I saw that one. And I also saw Rogue One. I didn't see the Last Jedi because there was like a lot of controversy about it. And just this past 2020 was the first time I saw episode 4, 5, and 6. Because my friend's a big Star Wars fan and they're like, you have to watch 4, 5, and 6 before you watch 1, 2, 3. And I'm like, preferably I would probably want to watch like in chronological order. But it's cool. And then I was like, oh my god, Natalie Portman. But again, I didn't see 1, 2, 3. I just saw the little icons on Disney Plus. And then my friend's like, no, that's not Natalie Portman. I'm like, yes it is. Doesn't 4, 5, 6 come first? I think they were released first. Yeah. Because, you know, you're already in the world of Star Wars. Because, you know, 1, 2, 3 is like the leading up to it. But when I watched 4, 5, and 6, I was just like, huh. People made it seem more dramatic. Like the scene where, like, Darth Vader falls. I don't know. I was just like, what? No, I don't. Huh. But what I'm trying to say is that I haven't seen that, and I also haven't seen the little cartoon series they had. You never really got into Star Wars. Your mom almost named me Luke because of it. Oh my gosh. That is something that I would never want to do. Name my child after something I really like. Like, I hate how there's like baby name trends because it's ridiculous. Oh no, I died. Hopefully we catch this tornadoes. But then I don't have time to save it. I don't know. You have a twin sister? So you can guess what her name was gonna be? Okay, that's kind of weird. Like very, very weird. Oh, that's cool. You have a twin sister. Your grandma said nope. Same. Because that, like, you have to explore, like, the relationship Princess Leia and Luke had on, like, you know what I mean? Yeah, that's a lot to unpack right there. Yeah, Alabama. My gosh. Yeah, that's very weird. Why would your mom let you know? Although, oh no, we didn't even win. That's awful. You don't know. Check summary. Oh, I can't remember if I had a Blaziken or not because I would prefer to keep the Blaziken. What should I do, y'all? Does anyone remember if I'm a Blaziken or not? Because, like, I love Blaziken a lot, but I don't have an Ivysaur. Even if you have multiple? Oh, but I don't have an Ivysaur! Ah! If you don't know, then. Oh, this is so... Go Ivy if you're sure you don't have it. Like, you're right, you're right. I'm like, okay, I can keep doing these max rates. I'm sure I'm gonna run into, like, them again. Yeah, I'm gonna go Ivysaur. Oh, I love Blaziken so much. No, I'm gonna go Ivysaur. I'm gonna go Ivysaur. You'll breed a Torchic? Oh my gosh. Ugh, but the amount of effort. If I can get one, you will. Oh my gosh. Let's see. Do I care for a Tornadus that much? No, I don't. No thanks. Actually, let me see. If I don't have a freaking Blaziken, I will scream. If only I had my boxes organized in some useful way. Oh my god, do I not have a Blaziken? Did I just fuck myself over? The tension between me and like trying to scan and see if I can find any of that the denial I'm going through right now. This is why I really need to organize my boxes better. This is sheer pain. This is fucking like the worst moment of my life. Oh my gosh. That's cool. You know what? It's fine. It's fine. I feel like I ran into Blaziken more than I've seen Ivysaur. So, you said it. You know, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I'm fine. I'm the dog. I'm fine. Oh, speaking of that dog, everyone knows that meme, right? The dog in the fire. I didn't know that artist actually sells like plushies of the dog in the fire. So that's pretty neat. Although I thought about buying it, but then it wasn't like cute looking. It kind of looked weird. So I was like, not my cup of tea. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna freaking start crying right now. It's fine. We're gonna new challenge. Fuck Necrozma. We're gonna find a Blaziken again. Okay. Wow, this is awful. I love how the Pokemon all of a sudden get like really big. It's the devotion for me. Oh my gosh, this is terrible. Worst like 5 minutes of my life. It's okay. Let's do this. Anyway. Oh, accidentally. Oh my gosh, my button mashing. What were we talking about? Oh, Star Wars, right? But basically, I don't know, is it even worth it to watch it? I feel like it's the same thing with Harry Potter for me. because I have not seen the Harry Potter series really. I've only seen the first and the very last one, like not even part 1 of Deathly Hallows, you know? These are all awful. Awful. We're gonna die. We're gonna die. We are literally gonna die. This team is terrible. Anyway, I'm still not over it. Let's see. I have a feeling I know what this Pokemon is, so I'm gonna go this way. I'm really trying to test my Pokemon knowledge with these shadows out here. Like, who's that Pokemon on, like, a major test? An electric. I really love, the designs for electric Pokemon in Pokemon. Like Luxray or, Manectric or... No, that's it. That's all I can think of right now. I actually don't know if I have a Manectric. Take the ninjask. Oh my gosh. We're not allowed to keep the first one, so that's unfortunate. Rip. Oh no, is there like a delay in my stream? Sorry, Ninja. Wow, it's kind of interesting to see, like, you think you're live streaming, but everything's in the past. I think about that a lot, like, when someone mentioned, like, when you speak something, and by the time the other person understands what you said, like, you're already... Like, they're in the past and you're in the future because you're the one that said it. I don't know, that's a weird concept to think about. Sound waves and such. And then I'm like, y'all really found out all this science and can't make a silent vacuum? Like, I don't... Or like a perfectly working printer that never ever has a problem? Because I have a gripe to pick with, like, printer issues. It's always when you need to fucking print something so important for class, or, like, some bullshit like that. That's when your freaking printer, like, breaks on you. Like, we can send people to freaking space, and you're telling me that you can make, like, a silent vacuum? Real priorities out here. I guess that's one of my pet peeves. Freaking vacuums. I hate the sound of them. With my entire being. Probably. Let's see. That looks like that Pokemon. I can't see the electric. Steel. Let's see the delay. Say koala, and I will put an 8 when I hear it. I'm pretty sure there's a major delay. Oh, 8. Okay, it's not that bad. Durant. Is that the name? I've never realized the name of this Pokemon. Is it called Durant? Durant? All I am thinking about is that Logic song, where he says, like, Kevin Durant or something. I haven't listened to Logic in a while. Kevin Durant. Yeah, basically after Bobby Tarantino 2, if you all know who Logic is, Logic's a rapper. Basically after Bobby Tarantino 2, when he was like, the next album will be my last, and then he released Siv or something like that. But then he kept releasing music. I was just like over it. Basically, after 1-800 something something, which is kind of funny because that song was supposed to have suicide awareness, but no one freaking remembers the number for the suicide phone call. But basically, after the fame from 1-800, I feel like this Logic we know now today is not the same one that produced Under Pressure. That's my favorite Logic album. You only listen to Frank Sinatra and you are 88. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, I don't know, I feel like music nowadays is just, oh, that's an Absol, I feel like. Back in my day, oh my gosh. I don't know, it's very interesting to see like rappers or like musicians change and like the music tastes change. Why does Absol look kind of weird? Turkey used to cost a nickel, oh my gosh. Absol looks weird. It looks like happy. Absol's a serious Pokemon. What's happening? I'm creeped out by these 3D models, I guess. But yeah, it's kind of interesting to see like the change of rappers in today's day and age. It looks so cute, so now it doesn't deserve to be happy. I don't know, it's a serious Pokemon. Absol used to be like so cool looking, now it's just like too friendly looking, in my opinion. Hater, oh my gosh. I stick to the original Pokemon lore, thanks. Just kidding. It's very interesting to see like how some Pokemon designs do better than others. Like Absol was definitely one of those. In the Jirachi movie, it was a badass. Definitely, exactly. Absol is one of them. Who else? I feel like dark types always have very interesting designs. You want a Jirachi so bad you love it. I think, is Jirachi a mythical Pokemon? Like a Pokemon where you can only get it at events? Yeah, oh, I'm sorry then. Oh my god, can we talk about events and like GameStop? Because you know most of the events were held through GameStop and stuff. I'm trying to pre-order Persona 5 Strikers, and I'm a pro member at GameStop because why not, you know, $5 off. Basically, every time I get one of those coupons, I buy like a Nintendo eShop thing for $5 or $10. So it's like worth it to me. But now in this panini, you know, this pandemic, this panorama, I don't do that often. So nowadays, GameStop gives you codes online. It's like, oh, use this with your purchase online and in store. And I try to use it online and it doesn't freaking work. And then I just talked to a GameStop representative today, and they were like, oh, this is only for in-store. And I'm like, in a pandemic? Are you all fucking kidding me? Like, why does the email even bother saying online then? I don't know. I'm kind of annoyed. Like, I don't know. I'm very annoyed with that. I'm sure GameStop is open, but is it smart for any of us to go outside? No. It was only released through a special disc for Pokemon Colosseum RIP. Are you sure there wasn't any events to get it? Huh. Also, how do you all feel about Pokemon Snap? It's now on pre-order. You're sure? Wow. Like, I never had a GameCube growing up, or a Nintendo 64. I forgot which console it was on. So it doesn't really pique my interest that much. I'm sure like the graphics are gonna look great, but I'm like, unless you have like all Pokemon, all of them, then I don't know. Is it really a sustainable game if you're not gonna be able to see every single Pokemon? You still have Coliseum and XD there at top tier games. Oh my gosh, I played a friend's Coliseum once. Is Coliseum the one with shadow Pokemon? I still don't understand the concept of that. I don't even have the tournament one either. Both have them? Ah. What are they? What are shadow Pokemon? I don't even know. Thanks, Milk Tank. Seems cool. Can Milk Tank like help us out? Or something? Pokemon that get corrupted and had their hearts locked by a gang called Snag'em? How do they get corrupted? What's the lore behind that? Also, speaking about Pokemon gangs, Pokemon villains. Oh god, I hope I didn't cost it. Who's your favorite Pokemon villain team? OG Team Rocket? Kinda badass with Giovanni. But, oh shit. I don't think. Dang, 2 in a row. Bad. Do I have an Absol already? I might have one. I'm inclined to take the Manectric, but I'm gonna take the Absol. Oh wait, let's check if any of them are shiny. I'm never gonna run into a shiny, I feel it. Team Galactic? Ooh, why? What was the team in in Pokemon Sun and Moon? Team Skull? Is that what it's called? Don't I keep the Giratina? Not Giratina, sorry, Groudon. No. I kinda like it more than Zygarde, sorry. Nah. What's it called, Team Skull? What was it called? Team Skull. Yes. It is called Team Skull. I was correct. Because that was so like, you're the villain. Are you really the villain? Because you don't even think you're the villain. You're just some vigilantes just hanging out together, taking over the city that I freaking beat everyone up in. And you sold me one of your shirts. Don't invite. Wow, this quest to find a Crozma / Blaziken, not going well at all. Excalibur? I've never used this Pokemon ever. Now that I'm really thinking about it, I don't know if I have a favorite team either. Like, what was, the one in Pokemon X and Y? Did they have a team? Or was it just that bad guy? Let me look. What was the Team Flare? Team Flare. What was their whole thing anyway? We didn't. Oh, Lysandre? How do you say Lysandre? Oh my gosh. I feel like when I play No Clue You Forgot, when I played X and Y, it's like a fever dream. I really don't I remember playing it, but did I really? Because what was the plot? Usually I feel like I'm engrossed in like the RPG aspect. But I guess not in this case. Interesting. I'm gonna look at his wiki. His Bulbapedia wiki. Oh, he seeks to wipe out most of the world population in order to return the planet to a beautiful, unspoiled state. What? Was X and Y the one where we finally understand like the creations of the mega evolutions, like when Pokemon split into two branches, like two parallel universes? Do y'all know what I'm talking about? The one where the guy built like some machine to revive his Pokemon from death? Or am I just crazy? Yes. See, I feel like that was interesting of a storyline to be like, oh, okay, in this universe, that's why we have mega evolutions. AZ was his name, I think? Yes, I think it was too. Welcome, Grim Reaper. Here. Hello. How are ya? We're talking about Pokemon while playing Pokemon out here. Trying to remember who's our favorite villainous quote-unquote team. Anyway, Mega Evolutions are my favorite genre of Pokemon Plus, is what I'm gonna refer to it as, like Pokemon's but tweaked. I really don't enjoy Dynamax like Gigantamax Pokemon because it's just so inconvenient. Like, oh, so in some cases, Pokemon are Gigantamax and like have a Gigantamax evolution or some sort of change in their chemistry. Mega Charizard, both of them. But in other cases, it's just the Pokemon but bigger, but it's only on these radioactive gym settings. I don't know, it really doesn't make sense for me. Like, Pokemon Sword and Shield is not my favorite at all. Because, you know, the whole plot of it is like, oh my gosh, Pokemon are like, Dynamaxing all over. You have to stop them. And then you're like, okay, I guess. And like, the people helping you are like, so awful. They are so bad. And you're like, really? I have to carry this whole team? Like, apparently I'm like 10 in this game, 10 or 11. So, why do you all suck as Pokemon trainers? I'm just wondering. Oh, I don't want to catch this Pokemon. I really don't like Greedent at all. But for the shiny possibilities. What else was there? I feel like there's one I'm missing. Would you call like specific variants, like location variants, another like Pokemon Plus vibe of the game? Like Pokemon but tweaked? I should call it that. Pokemon but tweaked. I really didn't like that. I really didn't like what they did to Persian. Because Persian's kind of a badass Pokemon and I'm like, what is this? I also didn't... I don't know. I thought Raichu was okay. The design for Alolan Raichu. Oh, I didn't know this Pokemon was in the game. Politoed? Huh, I kinda want this Pokemon now. What about Galar Zigzagoon? Like, I like it, and I like Obstagoon, but it's just like, was it necessary though? Like, couldn't you, I don't know. Like, it could have just been its own, like, new Pokemon. To be fair, I'm not a person that, like, usually catches a Zigzagoon anyway. I feel like the OG had no evolution, exactly. I feel like I wasn't a person that often caught a Zigzagoon when I first started up the game, but I feel like this is a way to entice you to, you know, catch it, I guess. But it's alright. I don't know. Wow, just not a good direction, I don't know. I do want this Politoed though. What else did Galar change? I feel like, I don't know, whenever they change a Pokemon, it's just like, bro, but why? But why did Meowth have to look like that? I just... like, you're changing cult favorites. And it's not even like, oh, it's like a 1 year thing. You're changing, like, cult favorites that have been in the game for 20 years? So... it's a very interesting move what Game Freak was doing. Dragapult is a Galar Pokemon? Yes. But I'm saying, like, what other variants did they make, like, change in this game? I thought Dragapult was cool, but also I feel like a lot of people liked it because of the stats, you know? We all know certain Pokemons in each game are, like, gonna kill it in that game, stat-wise. A lot of Dragon Pokemon do have that claim, though. I would also say Salamence as well. Oh wait, that is a dragon. Oh, never mind. Basically, dragon types are kind of amazing. Is what I guess I'm getting at. Oh, I guess I can Dynamax. Yep. I don't know, I think this Politoed's kind of cute. Maybe I'll catch it. And I can keep it. It depends on the final Pokemon, of course. Which, so far, has been a dud. Not catching, Tornadus and Groudon. Just getting kicked out because my teammates are also weak. Or have a Sylveon and murder the dragons. True, true. Or have a dragon that knows like some random move for no reason. Oh my gosh. Speaking of random moves, ugh, so annoyed. My friend had a... I'm trying to remember what the Pokemon is called. A Gardevoir that knew Shadow Ball, and I was fucking pissed because we were playing like a newer game, and that game was only exclusive to one of the older DS games. And the only reason that they had this Gardevoir was because they had two DSs, one for them and one for their little sister. So they were able to trade with themselves, essentially, and to bring that Pokemon into the newer games and fucking use that like move, which Gardevoir does not normally have. And I was like, you cheated! Like, that's fucking cheating. You can't do that, because the likelihood of someone having two DSs and having that circumstance, like, you have to use the Pokemon in the game. I don't know. LOL, yeah. I still think about that. I'm like, you're a cheater, dude. Gardevoir does not naturally have that move. You're cheating the system. Oh, I should get more Pokeballs, huh? That's my Gardevoir story. Still won't forgive them because they should just learn how to be a good Pokemon player. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. They're one of my good friends, so I can say that. Yeah. I'm good with that. Sounds like an event Pokemon. I don't know, either that or maybe they were able to. I don't even know how a Gardevoir was able to get Shadow Ball. Like teach an HM or something? I don't know. Maybe had the perfect breeding or like someone traded it to them? I don't know. Let's go for Manectric again. Because I don't like the other two options. I don't know, but I just love it when Pokemon that you specifically have are able to learn like moves that are unpredictable. Like, oh, this Pokemon normally wouldn't have this, but under these random circumstances, you're able to teach it this move. I don't know. I actually don't know if there's a circumstance where that can happen. Has that ever happened to you? I have a feeling by the time we get to the legendary Pokemon, we're gonna faint again. Yeah, after a few times. Usually I don't breed Pokemon as well, so I just like play the game, catch Pokemon, don't even look at their stats at all. Just kind of here for the RPG vibes. That's about it. I feel like I play Pokemon, like my relationship with Pokemon is just finishing the game. I'm just enjoying like being a Pokemon trainer. Oh gosh. Excalibur. Gardevoir gets Shadow Ball? You checked? Did it always get Shadow Ball? I feel like it had a typing change. Didn't it? Because I feel like in the newer generation it doesn't. And Shadow Sneak? Or maybe it had a different move, I can't remember. But basically, I remember my friend having like a specific Gardevoir that had a move that is unteachable to it in the newer games. I don't know, I'm still mad at them. They could have just like trained a regular Gardevoir. Because I think I had a Gardevoir on my team. Usually Gardevoirs are on my team because, you know, why wouldn't they be? Well, in the DS games, you have Mega Gardevoir. I don't remember what Mega Gardevoir looks like. Oh my gosh! So cute. Just like wearing a dress. Oh, I wish they stuck with the Mega Evolution theme. I thought that was cool. Because now that there's talks about, you know, remakes of Pokemon Diamond and Pearl, now everyone's like, okay, well, what kind of system are you implementing if that were to be the case? Are you gonna include Dynamax Pokemon, which I really hate? Are you gonna include Mega Evolutions? Are you like... Game Freak, we don't... What are you gonna do? Are you gonna play us? You're probably gonna disappoint us. I feel like that's the case and we just have to adapt. I'll swap, I guess. Oh no, we only have 2 Pokemon left to die. We're not gonna win this, I feel like. 3rd in a row. Oh, thanks for the follow, Game Reaper. Did I say Grim Reaper? Tornadoes again. I'm still not over the Blaziken thing. Let me tell you all, I don't think we are gonna be able to catch this Tornadus. You're welcome, yes. Thank you so much for the follow. On my way to 50, hopefully. Recently on Instagram, someone had came across my, not someone, a team had came across my Twitch channel and invited me to join their team, but I'm still fairly new to Twitch, so I don't think I will be taking their offer. I didn't really say yes or no yet, because, you know, I'm thinking about it. Let me read what they told me. Basically, it was like a community of streamers, but using like an app called Guilded or something, which I've never used before, so I'm a little wary about that. But then I realized I don't think I would make good company in the case, since I'm still very new to the game. Like I literally to the scene. I literally just turn on my game and plug in my microphone and I'm like, here we go. Let's stream. Will it catches tornadoes? I kind of like the little Polytoad. I was trying to remember. Where's Polytoad? Does Polytoad have an evolution by then? Oh! It is the evolution of Poliwhirl. You stream also, but you're more of a viewer, lol. Oh my gosh! So I feel that way too. I feel like, I like to watch streams because, you know, the community. Oh my gosh, why did I not know Polytoad evolves from Poliwhirl? I feel like I'm such an idiot. It looks like such a first evolution Pokemon. Is that just me? I don't know, Polytoad looks so cute. Maybe I'll figure out how to get one later. Oh, yeah, my Pokemon knowledge is very small. Even though I've been playing this for like 10 years. I guess I just happen to not remember. Or I guess I feel like I was in and out of the TV series as well. And every time there was a little bit where I didn't get to play Pokemon on time. For instance, when Pokemon went to the 3DS, I didn't have a 3DS, so. But by the time I got a 2DS, like more games had come out, so I was kind of late to the scene for a little bit. I did have a regular DS, so I got to play Pokemon Diamond and Platinum. Ooh, nice, nice! Catch. Okay. I think it's more pertinent that I get Tornadus than Polytoad. They have one in the Isle of Armor. He's roaming around when it rains there. Alright, thank you. Oh my gosh, I realized that I really don't explore the wild areas or like the Isle of Armor and such. Like the wild areas in the game. I just hate that mechanic. I hate controlling the cameras because, you know, I struggle with that. And I hate how vast and big it is. I don't know. I'm just not used to open world, so especially in Pokemon. We unfortunately have no shinies today, folks. Select. Oh wow, I just realized Tornadus' face looks different in this game as well. Why does he look like chunkier? Is that just me? He looks a little chunky. He got that like dad bod going on. Yeah, What's your summary again? Let's see. This is our first legendary catch of the day because I'm like struggling today. Oh. Okay. That's cool. I thought I would be getting a description, but that's fine. Maybe I already skipped over it. Okay, let me buy some more Pokeballs, even though like I still have enough. But because you only need like what, 4? But y'all are robbing me, so I wish it could let you choose more than one Pokemon to keep. But then I actually don't know why they do that. Like I have to keep buying Pokeballs? Ugh. What Pokemon do you have? Let's see. Hello, the Overlord. How are you? I have, you know, Snips, Snorlax, Cinderace, Barraskewda, Roserade, and Lucario. Basically, I have a lot of components of Cynthia's team. Because, you know, I had the chance to do so. But don't get it twisted, I ain't no Cynthia. Good, how about you? I'm doing alright. I'm here to catch Necrozma, and so far, haven't ran into it yet. How do y'all make money in this game? I guess you would have to run around the wild areas and just pick up more stuff and sell them? Is that what you all do? I think I'm wasting more money than I ever like have in the previous games. Do you not want to be Cynthia? Of course I want to be Cynthia, but I'm not as good as Cynthia is what I'm trying to imply. Because battle in the stadium? Which stadium? The World League thing? What World League thing? I don't think I know. Is it the one in Winden? Yes. Oh, you get money from that? But isn't it harder? I feel like Leon's team is much harder than it already is, and I feel like Leon's team is kind of hard in the regular game. Is that just me? Because also it's like you have to use the teams that they have, right? Like they offer you to use certain teams that they have in Winden. There's a thing they added in one of the DLCs that's double out. Did you finish the stories? Well, since I'm in the Dynamax adventure, yes I did. I finished the main story. I don't think you could get to this part of the game unless you finish that part, right? I know you could get to the first island, even if you didn't finish. Would gym leaders at your partner? Oh, I didn't know that. I don't know, I never really liked that element of the game. Like in older games with the battle trees and your battle points and stuff, it was alright. I just get kind of bored. Shoot. I panicked because I wasn't paying attention in DD. Interesting. Okay, I might look into that double battle situation. Did you complete the Isle of Armor DLC? I believe so. Because I feel like, didn't you have to finish that to get to this part? Or no? That's a Pokemon. The thing at the end of that. I don't remember. I feel like I finished it on stream once. A Marshtomp! We love. But I have a Mudkip for sure. For sure. So I'm not gonna keep this one. What happens at the end of the Isle of Armor? I forget. Because I feel like the Isle of Armor was kind of meek And wasn't that great? Was that just me? I feel like, wow, we waited all this time for June to be like, oh, okay. Y'all don't know that I'm the champion, but I'll still whoop your asses and you'll still underestimate me. Okay, that's cool. I don't know. I feel like it wasn't really written out well. And I never, like you do one last battle with Avery, then you do a thing with Leon and Wyndon. I don't remember if I did or not. I would have to check my VODs probably, but I never title my VODs on my YouTube channel with any useful information, to be honest. Maybe I didn't. How can I go check that? Probably gonna need to go check that right now. The first time you do it, you get like 500,000. Ooh. All right. Oh wait, so you still make money with that thing with Leon, huh? Or 1,000? Oh, sorry, 1 million. You're not talking about the thing in the dojo where it's like to evolve or upgrade the dojo, right? Because I remember not finishing that because I was like, dude, I'm not gonna work towards all of this. Because it's like a lot of points or money. I forgot what they use. You're not talking about that? Okay. Well, I'll probably do it after this Dynamax raid to check it out. Watts, right. I feel like the Isle of Armor was such a blur for me because it was just so meek and kind of underwhelming. But I do like the, the Tundra. I feel like they added more promising aspects in this part of the game. Because legendaries always, like, boost morale. I would like to take the Marshmallow, but I'm trying to vary my game in DD. You can use Gmax Meowth and have it use Payday. It gets like 100k. I don't think I have a Gmax Meowth. Halucha. Fine, we'll go further. We'll go with this. The levels out there max like 70 or something, so good team works as well. Oh my gosh, I feel like I didn't get to that part of the game. Or I must not remember. Like I'm over here trying to remember who Avery is. Oh wait, I have Pokemon Sword, so I didn't get Avery. I think I had the girl. Just do an amulet coin on my first. Oh, you did an amulet coin on my first, and you made something around there. I can't even remember if I have an amulet coin. Like I said, I play this game so casually. Like I get items, and I'm just like, okay, yeah, cool. Part of me, it's probably the fact that I didn't love this game as much. I feel like if I did, I would like make an effort to remember things. Your trainer in Sword, you named Cynthia, just to breed that Pokemon team, I feel. Alright, you all are gonna need to walk me through it once I finish this Dynamax adventure. I feel like I'm so clueless. Like, I'm over here just trying to finish the Necrozma, trying to catch a Necrozma is what I'm trying to get at. To be honest, I'm just here to finish out the storyline so I can move on with this game and play a different game. because like I said, I kind of skipped over that generation, so I skipped over Let's Go Eevee and Pikachu, so I'm backtracking. Which hopefully that's entertaining to watch, because I'm a person that kind of scrapes every single corner of the Pokemon games just to see if there's like an invisible item. Damn, you didn't know that there was a different rival in Sword? Yeah, there's a different rival. She was so annoying. Like, girl, just get over it. I'm better than you. Like, sometimes that's just reality. I don't know, she was real annoying. What is that? Oh, it looks like that Pokemon with like the hands on its back. Fine. I don't know the ghost type Pokemon over there. Interesting. Kiara is no much cuter than Avery though. Was Avery annoying? Oh, this is not the Pokemon with the hands on its back. It's a Azumarill. I was thinking about the Pokemon in this generation. I don't know. Out of all the gym leaders in this game, so much, not no, and yes, he was annoying. I'm trying to think of who's my favorite gym leader in this generation of Pokemon in this Galar region. Oh my gosh. Beast Queen. I mean, true. Visually. I don't know. A lot of people also like the water type gym leader. What's her name? Because, you know, these gym leaders. Nexus Nessa, yes. Water types. I think I like the fire type trainer because, I don't know, his story was kind of cute. He just like trains in a cave sometimes. I actually don't know. I feel like this game had very small impact on my life. I'm gonna look up all the gym leaders in Pokemon Sword. Oh wait, also that you're a man of particular taste. Oh my gosh. I also forgot that. Who's that gym leader? The ice one? That she's the mom of Milo or something? The grass type gym leader? I'm trying to look it up. Oh, Melanie. Her name is Melanie. In Chichester. But I don't think I had her. I had the other gym leader. Gordy. Right? Isn't the lore that like he was in S.H.I.E.L.D.? Was he? No, I had Gordy. Gordy's in Sword and Melanie's in S.H.I.E.L.D. Yeah, I remember. I had Gordy. I just thought that lore was a little weird, like kind of random. Like, oh, doesn't Milo, the gym leader, the grass type gym leader, hate his mom or anything? Something? Don't they have like a weird tumultuous relationship? Alistair was. I like him as well. Alistair was cool as well. Yeah. Let's see, what kind of team do I have? I'm good with that. I'm good with that. I'm trying to remember all their names because, again, this game had so little impact in my life. I just went and beat them up and then left. Oh! We got an Ultra Beast. Nice. Yeah, I didn't have All-Star in my game. Because he was in Shield. Or they were in Shield, I guess. Unfortunate. Like, I didn't even know that there was different variation gym leaders until, like, later on after I was playing it. Because when I play a game, I don't really look up, like, guides, per se. Okay, I shouldn't say that. For Persona 4, yes. But not Pokemon as much. Because I kind of want to enjoy it a little bit. Before I'm like, okay, how do I do this? You play through both, so you don't really remember the differences. I feel. That's a lot of commitment to me. I'm like, I don't know. To buy both games and play both. Like, usually I'll just have a friend. And like, one of us will buy like the specific version we like. Well, you have to play Persona now? Oh my gosh. Because I mentioned it, or do you just happen to like Persona? Because I thought about doing a Persona stream today. You can't escape it? Why? What's happening? What's the tea, the Overlord? What's happening to your life where you can't escape? Every stream you go into, someone mentions it. Oh no. Oh my gosh. I'm thinking about getting Persona 5 Strikers, but that doesn't even make sense because I want to play Persona 5, but I don't have a PS4 and it's not coming to PC yet. So to play Persona 5 Strikers is kind of interesting concept because it occurs right after Persona 5, so it's a little interesting. I don't know. I'm still gonna play it. It's been like 5 years in a row where every stream you go into, someone has been mentioning it. Like 5+ in a row? No. You have to be joking. Because that's so sad. Because I feel like the game was pretty low-key until Nintendo decided to add in Joker into, you know, the DLC in Smash. I feel like every stream I talk about Persona a little bit. I do like Persona. 5 different streamers have mentioned it. Oh wait, 5 streams today probably. Not 5 years, oh my god. I don't know why I thought 5 years first. Oh my god, y'all, if we die, I'm gonna be mad at y'all. My team. Don't die, NDD. Come on, team! You have to freaking knock out this Pokemon. Oh my gosh. You know nothing about the games? No! Not me! Not NDD. Basically, it's like a turn-based game, kind of like Pokemon, but also... Ah! I'm gonna scream if we don't catch this Pokemon. Because I've had a bunch of... My team has been terrible today. I literally only caught a Tornadoes. Basically, Persona is a turn-based game when you're in that world, but aside from that, it's like a RPG style game where you just bond, like you're just like a high schooler trying to make friends and stuff, and all those bonds kind of affect your gameplay style and what personas you can get in that universe. Each game is slightly different, so it depends which one you play. The only thing you know, someone called it Pokemon for adults. Yeah, pretty much. Cause the game, I think the games are all like 17 and up. Oh my gosh, are you freaking kidding me, Azumarill? Persona 3 is the better one? Oh my gosh. Are you kidding me, y'all? Oh, we were so close. Unfortunate, unfortunate. Y'all have really failed me. I think I have Marshtomp. Persona 3 is the better one. If you're not too sensitive to like super triggering material, I feel like Persona 3 is like playable. It's just a little interesting on how they get into their persona state, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to be vague because it's a little graphic. And just because of the name, you think people are saying persona, and you have to think for a minute. Persona. I don't know that. Well, it's an older game. Okay, still, it's a little interesting concept that the creators, Atlas, thought of for Persona 3. Oh, this Pokemon's lonely. I don't know, who should I take, y'all? I think Marshtomp's the best choice out here. Even though I have a Mudkip. It's whatever. We're taking it. Furry's personality when they are dresses is persona? Oh. I don't know that universe. So that's a little interesting. Wow, I'm having an awful roundup today. Not kink shaming, just I'm not into that universe. That's why you need a minute. I think most of the time people are not talking about that. Probably talking about Persona since like the video game is coming out soon. Plus it's a really good video game. Like I watched an entire like 130 part series of like someone playing it. Do y'all do that? Do you watch gameplays when you don't have the game? No shame from me either. People can do what they want. Yeah, it's not that. Oh shoot. I meant to go and check out Winden. What's up with Winden? I feel like a lot of people did the thing I was mentioning with Animal Crossing as well. Like, you just watch people play Animal Crossing and you're just so excited, and then you're like, wow, I actually really want this game. On a different, how's the weather? Oh my gosh. Oh! I literally ignored this fucking go to Winden Stadium and hear from Leon. Oh my god. I guess I never noticed that, huh? Wow. Okay. Should I go to him? Like, do I need an amulet coin on me? Do I have an amulet coin on me? You don't actually like Animal Crossing, but you enjoy watching? Oh, that's an interesting concept. Really? Maybe it's not your cup of tea because it's just like a pointless game, to be honest. Do I trade with you? I don't have good Pokemon to trade. You have one? You have a what? No, if it's your first time, you'll get like 1,000,000? Okay. Okay, I'll go to Hammerlock and I'll trade with you, Game Reaper. Let's see. Do you want to set up the link trade? And make sure you have a decent team on you? Oh my god, dude. My team is not ready. My Pokemon are under level 100 because I was planning to like IV and EV train them, but I got lazy and I got really unmotivated because this game really just was not my cup of tea. And I never did, and so that's why they're weak as hell. Maybe I should save that for another stream, my preparation to fight Leon again. Alright, Game Reaper, let me know your your link trade code. Okay. Oops. Have 3 mons. You may not even fight Leon. Interesting. I'm just so afraid of him. He has a pretty decent team. What's 3 mons? Alright, Bernie. Catching a... Is that Lucario? Or is that the first evolution? I never play with the Wycom on. Like, I'm not used to people. I really don't have any good Pokemon. I really don't. Have my Scraggy. Your Mon? Oh wait, it's because it has an amulet coin on it, right? Trade. Oh, thank you. To be honest, I really don't know much about this game. Got one more. So, what do I do with the amulet coin? I forget. Such a noob in this game. Leave it on Meow. Oh, I love league cards. That's like my favorite part about this game. Okay, so that means you have to battle with Meowth on your team? Is that what's happening here? Yes? Okay. Interesting. Have my, awful Meowth then. Garchomp. Why are you training me a Garchomp? As long as the first Pokemon in the fight... As long as it's the first Pokemon in the fight, you get more money from a trainer battle. Oh! Interesting. Wow, I really don't know much about this game. It's like a RPG for me. If it's holding the amulet coin, right. That's cool. Because I feel like in the older games, back in my day, it was just like, there was so little to do to keep battling. Like, I remember in Pokemon Diamond and Pearl, like, I would go to that restaurant, like, every day and, like, fight. Because, you know, those are the only trainers that you could repeat battles with. So, why do I have a Garchomp? I'm not clear on this. Ooh. This is a shiny? Wait, let me look at this. This is a shiny? What are those two little symbols? The little twinkly things. You're probably gonna need it for the fight? Oh. Wow, this Garchomp actually looks like the regular colorway in my opinion. It's like pretty close. I mean shiny. Interesting. It's like so slight. Wow. Interesting. Huh. Cool, cool. Thank you all for helping me fight Leon because I'm not a good trainer. Yeah, the shiny Garchomp doesn't change much. Yeah, that's why I was like, whoa, interesting. take my Bronzor. Oh wow! My gosh, a Charizard. Thank you all for helping me. Wow, I just can't believe I never noticed that part in the game. He's an old one? Wow. I don't know, when I play Pokemon I get attached to like my Pokemon. From a DS game? Wow. See, I thought about taking my Pokemon out of their native games and into Pokemon Home, but I'm just like, I don't know how I feel about that. Like, there's something nostalgic about like my original first save. Because I literally just played the game once, like one save, that's it. I wish the game offered like multiple different saves. Now he's a G-Max though? Ooh. So cool. And shiny. Oh my gosh, thank you. Then you're going to be sad when you have to take 3 off your team for the Leon fight. I mean, I'm not going to be too sad. It's not like they're going to be gone forever. Right? They're not going to be gone forever. But I don't really mind changing up Pokemon for like a fight. No? Okay, good. They're not gone forever. Is that it? Game Reaper. Last one? Oh. Take my Cutie Fly. I should have given you my other Seagull Pokemon. I freaking hate seagulls in this game. I don't know why. They're just always so annoying. Like Zubats as well. I hate Pokemon that keep spawning. Like Tentacruel and stuff. Like, give me a variation. Like, how come... Oh my gosh! You're Gardevoir. Does it have Shadow Ball? Whoa, I've never seen like a shiny one. I've never even run into a shiny Pokemon in this game. Like, on my own terms. The only shiny Pokemon I have are because like everyone has seen my stream in some way and gifted me a shiny, which I'm so grateful for. You all are amazing. And kudos to you for breeding or finding these shinies. I don't know how you do it, Game Reaper. Do you like breed them, or do you use one of those things where you roll? Do you know what I'm talking about? Like some people have this device where, not device, it's like a coding thing that helps you find shinies. Ooh, so pretty. Nice. Yes. Thank you so much. Breed, catch, and trade. Oh my gosh. So nice. Okay, I'm gonna go back to my local. Because I get freaked out whenever I see people in the game. I'm like, who are you? And then I'm like, oh, these are all people playing around the world right now. I think the champion is looking good. I need to organize my boxes, dude. They're so bad. Now you can murder Leon. Oh my gosh. That's actually so funny. Probably won't do it in this stream. Wait, let me check your summaries. Oh, what are the little icons? I don't know all of them yet. I've never seen these ribbons. Like the ones to love your Pokemon. I don't know. I hate camping in this game, dude. Like, what's the tool? What are these icons in the bottom? He's an event Pokemon. So walk me through this. What's the little face with the pink face? What does that mean? Pokerus? What is that? Before? What is that? I'm so like the Pokemon virus. Oh, wait. I read about this once. What is it? There's something special about that. It gets more EX, makes them stronger. Oh, how does that work? Huh. And then, so we know it's a shiny. What are the last two? The little, is it hexagon or heptagon? Oh, there's only 5 sides. What's the one for 5? I don't even remember. This one from the game he came from? The last one's from the one he came from? From the game he came from? Oh, I don't know the symbol. Okay. Interesting, interesting. Wow, I'm learning a lot. I didn't know. I forgot the Pokemon virus was a thing. You have a 3 in 65,536 chance of getting a Pokerus fun fact. Interesting. And also the verification for online battle. Ooh, interesting. I did not know all this. I think I was watching like a Poketips video once and he mentioned it. Interesting. Let's look at the God of War. Oh, you got a Soothe Bell? Interesting. This Pokemon's so cool. I wish this game, like, I wish they would bring back ribbons into the game. I kind of miss that aspect of Diamond and Pearl. But that might be just for me. Let's see. Where did I put the Garchomp? Check summary. Interesting. Original trainer Cynthia. You got it. And the Meowth. Oh wow. Life Orb, Charizard, Gardevoir, and Garchomp is a pretty good team. Oh, what does Life Orb do? I didn't read the description for that. It doubles anything. Okay. I feel like I'm just learning about Pokemon right now. I'm like, okay, what? So what is this? It boosts the power of moves at the cost of some HP on each hit. Oh, interesting. Okay. Interesting. Wow, y'all really want to stomp on Leon's neck, huh? Yeah. What are those things at the bottom? The little circle, triangle, square, heart, star, diamond? What is that? I'm trying to learn Pokemon with you guys on stream. Fuck Leon. Oh my god. We all hate Leon over here. You can go in there, walk out rich now. Oh my gosh, thank you. Wow, I feel like I just simply asked how do you get more money in this game, and you all are like, okay, here's how you do it. But yeah, if anyone knows like what the little shapes are for on the right side of the screen, let me know, because I don't know. I'm just waiting for you all to like help me out. Okay. They are just a way to mark your Pokemon? How? Like, how do you use that? I don't even know. The blue ones mean he's a competitive Pokemon? Okay. Interesting. I don't even know what that means. Like competitive, like you play online and stuff? If you go back into your boxes, you can change those markings. Play online, yes? Okay. Oh, these things. Oh! Didn't know that. They don't really make a difference to the game, do they? Sorry everyone, I know you all want to see me step on Leon's neck, but I'll probably do that in the next stream that I do with Pokemon, because I'm on this Dynamax roll here. No, I know where Zygarde is. No, it doesn't. Interesting. So I guess essentially anyone could put on any markers that they want. But I guess for you, Game Reaper, that's your competitive Pokemon? Oh my gosh, thank you so much for giving me this team. I'm over here thinking like I finished the game. I'm over here thinking like all I need to find is a Necrozma and like finish everything. Wow, thanks you guys. A combustion. Combustion. Combusken. Am I saying it weird? I think I am. Wow. Did you want these Pokemon back, by the way, Game Reaper? Because I don't want to, like, hold your Pokemon hostage. Nope. Oh my gosh. Wow, you're willing to give up Pokemon you had on your team for a while. Both fairy types, I guess. Because this is the first time I've really, like, entered the online Pokemon community. Because I did do Wonder Trade back in, was it Omega? Omega Ruby and Ruby. Ruby and Alpha Sapphire? Wait, really? Those Pokemon you are giving away? What else? Damn, what else do you have? Oh my gosh. Game Reaper. Like, basically my extent of Pokemon and online interactions is just like Pokemon trades. Because I'm too afraid to fight anyone because everyone's like really smart in this game. Like freaking, I know y'all fighting me with your level 1 Pokemon just kicking my ass. Oh, that's some power there. Oh, also if you hear me like shuffling, I have all my game cartridges to the side because I took them out to find my Pokemon game cartridge, and I'm like, wow. I'm a fan of physical copies because my friend got locked out of their Nintendo account and they're unable to get it back, and Nintendo has terrible customer service, so I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna keep physical copies. That's my extensive story. Yeah, every time people like you all come into my stream, I'm like, wow, I really know nothing about this game. I thought I knew something, but no, I really don't. Like, damn, I'm sure your Pokemon homes must be filled. Blaziken's Ink's teen version? Yes! Unfortunately, I can't keep him. Rip, I know. It's really sad out here. Maybe I have a combustion? F in the chat. No! I don't know. I'm pretty sure I have one of their Pokemon. Maybe I don't have a Blaziken specifically, but maybe I have a combustion. Combustion? Mine instant, you just have an extensive knowledge of things that won't help me in the real world. I feel that. Used to have your poor shiny Greninja in home. Why won't you take it out of home? Let me know. Should I actually go through the extensive like trouble of like learning to reset my Pokemon's IV and EVs and like redo everything? Or should I just continue in my ignorant bliss? Let me know. Because it seems so intimidating. Like stats always intimidate me. Greninja wasn't added into this game. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. Truly, F in the chat. Oh my god, the Overlord. Take a citrus berry. I don't know. I feel like within the Pokemon community. Oh my gosh. The Pokemon community, you either play it very casually like I do, or you're just to the other end of the extreme. Like you're like Pokemon connoisseur, you know everything. It's almost one of those instances of like, are we even playing the same game? Like I'm just like going out here like la la la, just you know fighting some guys, and then you guys are like, okay, I'm out here doing the real business. I don't know, I guess I never took the effort to train. It always seems so intimidating to me, like that. I'm just a regular grinder, that's the extent of my knowledge. Maybe I should make the effort when I begin my Let's Go series. Not series, streams. Oh my gosh, the heartache in this chat. I can't believe they didn't add Greninja into this game. That's really upsetting, actually. That's actually really upsetting. Why wouldn't they do that? Game Freak really out here like, huh? We might give you some things you like, but mainly not. You should hunt Mewtwo in Let's Go? I don't know about that. I don't know if I have the skills for that. We'll have fun with Let's Go. It's an experience. I don't know if it's a good one. See, that's what I think too. Like with the whole like the way you capture Pokemon in that game is really daunting to me. I'm like, so y'all made this, and I don't even play Pokemon Go. So okay. Yeah, I don't know. It's gonna be a learning curve, definitely, because I feel like if you had experience with Pokemon Go, maybe it's easier, but you hated Let's Go? Same. I just never left my house. And I guess back then I took that as a privilege. Well, not as a privilege. It's the same situation I'm in right now. I just, cause like when Let's Go came out, I didn't have a car yet. So if I wanted to leave, like, I couldn't. And then Let's Go Switch games, yeah. Do I want to trade with the... I just want to see what she has. No. Oh, nice. Jolteon. Do you have Eevee or Pikachu? I got this game as a gift, so my friend got me for my birthday in October. So my friend got me Pikachu. Also, it occurred to me that I said Obstagoon earlier when that was not the correct case. Like, I literally have it on my desk and I'm like waiting to play it, but I need to finish this game because I feel like that's just too many games I'm starting at once, you know? Like, maybe I'll come back to this game and try to figure out Dynamax Adventures more. Maybe I should just start that. I don't even know why I'm like putting it off. Procrastination at its finest, really. Well, especially now that I realize that I was not close to finishing the game whatsoever. It's just Leon and then add Winden and that's it, right? You're about to fight Leon and Hop in the battle thing? Okay. Beat them up! I wish the game made an effort. They are double battles, alright. Made the effort to make a good rival. I feel like it's been a long time since we had like a not annoying rival. I mean, I feel like all rivals are kind of annoying, but I feel like earlier in the games, they'd be annoying in the way that they would be kind of like, especially Gary, and like, was it Wallace that would always beat you? Not Wallace. That's not his name. Pokemon rivals. Hop was one of the worst. Oh my god. In the games. Okay. We got Blue, then we got Trace, Silver, Brendan, Nate, Wally. I remember Wally would always beat you to the gym leader. So then when you would look at the statues and the plaques, his name would be first, right? He was so annoying and not that strong. Hop? Yeah, they really made Hop something else, huh? Yeah, Hop. Let's see. So the rivals are Blue, Trace, Silver, Brendan, May, Wally, Barry, Charon, Bianca, Hugh, Callum, Serena, Shauna. Wow, there's a lot. Ooh, another Ultra. Turno, Trevor, Hal, Flaydon, Hop, Bede, Marie. I guess those are your rivals, I guess. Vague version of rivals. Klarna and Avery. Again, vague, super vague. Fuck Hop. It is stupid. My name for Wooloo is stupid Ulu. Oh my gosh. No. I kind of felt bad for Hop. Like, they could have really made his story like more extensive. Like, my brother's always saying he's the fucking best, but I'm gonna beat him. He could have been like that. He could have been good. You know what I'm saying? Because like Leon's actually like a really good champion. So I feel like that should have given Hop more of like an incentive to be like, yes, I'm gonna kick my brother's ass. But no, he was not that. He was mediocre at best, which is why he's on his verge to like being a professor. Ulu should be Ulu. Can't change my mind. Oh my gosh. Whenever I look at that, it's just a face to me, but I guess some people say Uwu or Owo. Oh my gosh. Should I do one more Dynamax battle after this? Usually I end my stream at 2 hours, but I think we might be able to catch this Pokemon in 6 minutes. People say Uwu. Uwu. These are all made up words out here. Because I thought people said Uwu for like U-W-W-U. Is that not the case? I don't speak internet lingo apparently. You know what I'll do for the last 5 minutes of my stream? I'm gonna freaking try to find a Polytoad. I think it's for both. Okay. I feel like the UWU one just adds like an extra sense of cuteness because it's like the eyes are closed. Hypothetically. You don't know, you're not in that part of the internet. Same. I'm just a regular person playing some Pokemon out here. Freaking learning things I didn't even know. Nice. Second win of the day. Really having a rough time with my partners in this game. My teammates. I'm never getting a shiny, I swear to god. I'm never getting a shiny. I don't really care to get the fancy Pokemon, you know, the legendaries or the Ultra Beasts to be shiny. I don't really care for that. Even though I know it's a pretty good rate, but still. You hate Grimmsnarl? Same. It just looks like it's not a Pokemon. It's the design of it's all wrong. I think it's pretty neat, but if it was in a different game. Like, the interpretation of Pokemon is really getting loose. Oh, Heatran. Alright, how do I find a Polytoad in this game? Let me know. Because I skipped out on that earlier. Only when it rains? Is that what we need right now? Is it just all snowing? Interesting. You want a shiny Greedent? I don't want it. Oh my god, I kind of hate Greedent. I think I mentioned that earlier when I was facing off one. That's how much all of us kind of hate Greedent. Oh my gosh. Is it just snowing all across my game? Is that what's happening? But I mean, I guess if you really hate it, you too, that's why you don't want it. Sure, why not? I'll take it off your hands. Set up a link code. Or a link trade, sorry. Let's see. Also, you legit haven't, and it's pre-evolution shiny. How? Why? Why did that fate fall upon you? I don't know why most of us hate this poor, like, squirrel-like Pokemon. I just hate it so much. I don't know why. Let's see. How to catch? I don't think I'm gonna find a Polytoad before the end of the stream. We got like 2 minutes. You got them back to back? Oh my god, I'm so sorry. I think I'll just trade with you and then end the stream. Oh wait, let me turn on my internet first. Polytoad. And Pokemon. I would show you my Googling, but I'm Googling on my phone. Googling. And Pokemon Sword. You're in the middle of the battle. You don't know if you can get it to you before the end of your stream. Oh my gosh. How long is your battle? You know what, in that case, I might as well just, I'll probably wait for you. Probably search for one more, how do I say, Dynamax adventure. I'm still on this Necrozma adventure because I just want to finish out this storyline, this post-game storyline. I think Dynamax adventures take like what, 5-10 minutes? I just want Peony's admiration, his joy, the father figure vibes. what is it called? What am I looking for? Validation? That sounds about right. I will say I do like, sorry, I was just thinking about my rival, like the rivals in this game. I think I did really like, Gladion? Is that how you pronounce his name? Gladion? Let me know who's your favorite rival. I think everyone's least favorite is probably Hop. No offense. But he's like so bad. So bad. I didn't mind Hao as much. A lot of people really didn't like Hao, but I haven't seen Hop. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. A Hitmontop. I just like Hitmontop a lot. I should have probably done the Kangaskhan. Sorry, Kangaskhan. I don't know, I like the little shape of Hitmontop being on top of his like little head. Is it a boy? I don't know. Sorry, I'm gendering things. I think I saw a Pokemon that intrigued me on this path, so I'm gonna go this way. Never mind, it wasn't the Pokemon I thought. I feel like probably the best rival is Gary/Blue, right? Right? Who else is it? What are your favorite rivals? I'm looking at the list and I'm like, none of these were good rivals. I guess May or Brendan. I wonder if you actually have to catch Necrozma or just have one. I think you just have to have one. You agree that he was the best? Yes. It was like a good challenge, I feel like, because he was such an ass, especially with the TV show and stuff. It's one of those like, ugh, kind of games. Like, I think games nowadays seem to be going on the easier side. I think that's just a general trend because, I don't know, they think kids are stupid or something. Because you have one? Ooh. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I want to take your Necrozma off your hands because I feel like I would probably want to keep it, but yeah, I feel like games nowadays are getting so much easier, and like it's just as fun to kids. Because I feel like in Crash Bandicoot, you know how they just released like the hardest level of Crash Bandicoot that was created in the 90s, that was too hard for the 90s. I don't know, I feel like Pokemon used to be a little bit harder back in the day, with your rival always being better than you, like slightly better than you, and you just have to be like, oh god damn it, just like want to punch your screen because the person was such like an annoyance in that aspect. But I would rather have that than like a pushover type of rival, like you're not really my rival because you're not even on my level type of situation. Am I looking way into this? Perhaps. Also, do you all you want to play through the Crash games? I thought about buying Crash Bandicoot because usually it's on sale, like for the Nintendo Switch. Usually it's on sale, but I don't know. I'm like, what is that type of game for me? You mean Damn Hop decided he was going to take the starter that is weak against you? Yeah. I did always kind of hate the fact that your rival would take the Pokemon that was like strong against you. Kind of hated that, but part of it's fun, you know? The Insane trilogy is fairly cheap. Yes. I don't know why they're really cheap. Maybe it's because they're like remakes of older games or something like that. I don't know. Like, I'm pretty sure, like... Oh, I've never seen this Pokemon. Behem. I've never seen this Pokemon. I thought this Pokemon's usually green. Am I tripping? Is this its evolution or something? I've just never seen this Pokemon, probably. Wait, is Spyro even on Nintendo Switch? I don't even remember. Spyro. I think it is. Oh yes, it is. I thought about buying that too. Oh my gosh. That is such a forgettable Pokemon. Yes, it is. Behem. I've never seen this Pokemon ever. I don't think I've ever even encountered this Pokemon on my adventures. Wow. I don't know if y'all remember, but like back in the day, McDonald's and stuff, like fast food places would actually have like really good toys. And I remember getting like actual video games from like a video games of like Spyro and Crash Bandicoot on your game. And I still have them because like they're games, you know. I think they like faintly work. But I'm just like, wow, I can't believe the world was kind of iconic back in the day. Now it's all about cheap ass toys that break all the time. I mean, I guess I'll catch you. Wow, you put this in the game and you can't put Greninja? I don't know, the Game Freak, like what? Alright. Are you still in your match, the Overlord? Oh my god, I really don't want to take this Pokemon. But, Hitmontop about to die. Alright, I'm gonna take whatever she gives me. Please don't be worse. Yes. Lantern? Okay. I guess the... I don't know. I also really don't know my typings in this game. Like, I'm so bad with typings. I'm actually grateful that the game, like, lets you know, like, after you encounter them the first time, like, if your Pokemon, if this move is better against them. I'm actually so bad. I guess I just don't have that recall knowledge. Ever since the game, like, oh my god, this is all bad. Ever since the game changed its typings, my brain cannot remember anything. So I guess, like, what in my right of mind makes me think, like, oh, you're good enough to train IV and EV train Pokemon? But you know what? I could still do it. I just don't know how, like, what are the best stats for each Pokemon that I'm going for, but, you know, I can still learn. Will I, though? Probably not. Your Twitch hard crashed. You're back. Welcome. Oh my gosh, I thought my Twitch crashed. I was like, oh my gosh, is it back? Are you still in your match? Basically, I just said I'm terrible at typings. You're at the last fight? Alright. Oh, are you still fighting Leon and stuff? Leon and his Goonies hop? His Goonies, why did I say it like that? Wait, let me see. Zigzagoon. Yes, I think I was correct earlier. Right. Zigzagoon turns into obstagoon, right. I was just trying to make sure, because I thought about it for a second, and I was like, wait, is it Zigzagoon? Sorry, I was just trying to think of an earlier conversation I said. You're on the fire trainer and peony? Ooh. I'm sure you're gonna do fine. I don't know, I'm just not used to playing the after the post game matches like that. They're just so I don't know, like when you can get battle points, I'm like, oh, it's okay, I guess. Although I will say in Ultra Sun and Moon, I did like having Samson Oak. It was cool to collect little stickers around town, even though I never finished that. Even though I thought I was observant in the game, but I guess I wasn't. I apologize if there was anyone listening to this stream that popped in because you know me and thought I was going to talk about random topics, which usually I do, but I guess today was filled with Pokemon knowledge. Gosh, I don't know if we're going to get through this Duraludon. Should I just confuse Ray and hope for the best? It's probably gonna nullify the condition before it actually gets to injure itself. Learning can be fun. Definitely. I feel like learning is always fun when it's not like forced upon you. Like when you have to do homework and shit. Like I love it when you're like, oh my god, I'm so stressed about like this exam coming up, and then you like go into like a deep hole of like learning something that does like while you're procrastinating, and then you learn a whole bunch of things, and then you're like, oh my gosh, I have to continue this project or whatever I'm working on. I feel like learning's fun when you can do it at your own pace and you don't have someone grading you. You're so glad to have finished school? Same. I'm so glad to have finished school as well. I'm still thinking about the grad school thing, but at this point I'm not doing grad school in a pandemic. I'm sorry, I just don't want to deal with that. It's just like, why should I pay this much amount of money to not even get the resources? So I'm just living life out here. Out here streaming, I guess. What? You don't want to do online learning? Yeah. If I'm gonna pay for tuition, I better be getting resources, you know what I'm saying? Like, I think it's kind of ridiculous that tuition, like, people are still paying full price for tuition. Like, bruh. Like, my university, I'm sure, like, I know various students that are still paying full price at tuition. I'm like, but the library isn't open, but a recreational center isn't open, but, like, nothing is open. Like, it's literally so pointless. Sorry for any of you just starting out university, it's just not a good time. You hear companies are charging up to 400% for digital textbooks? Shut the fork up. We're gonna charge 0% when all the students give like virtual ebooks and stuff. Never. Like, just like illegal copies of the book. That's really messed up, actually. Typically, even back in school, when I decide to actually buy the book, because, you know, you always have that choice of like, should I really buy the book or can I get by? I always bought ebooks because I like, every computer has this thing where it can read, it's like an accessibility thing for people who are blind, so it could read the text to you. So I always did that. So I would like work out and like have my book being read to me, and I'd be like, I'm studying and like working out my muscles. Yeah, I used to run on a treadmill and like have my book being read to me. And I would have my laptop kind of nearby so I can actually like follow along the words as well. So that was an interesting time in my life. Glad I'm not doing that anymore. I just hope everyone found like a... Or I wish, if anything, you could just rent online books as well. You bought the textbooks and rarely use them. I used to do that too in my beginning experience, but then I realized I feel like that just comes with like university experience. You're like, actually I don't need this. Like, am I really gonna read this? No, I'm gonna fly by. I might have, do I have to carry my team? But yeah, that is my dilemma right now, and I'm just gonna keep streaming. You went with the C's get degrees, oh my gosh. I went with the check rate my professor before you register for a certain class. I don't think I got a C in my university career, which is kind of impressive. I'm trying to remember a class that gave me like such struggle, but then I think for classes that give me such struggle, I just block them out of my memory. Oh my gosh, team. Y'all are gonna cost me the battle, huh? C's in my gen eds and A's in my majors. Oh, general eds. I feel that. I don't know, I kind of like general ed because it helped me find like my second major and my minor and stuff. So I think that's cool. But I understand how some people are like, oh, why do we even have to take general ed? But I was always on the like, well, if you take the like a general education class that you like, maybe you'll find something that intrigues your interest that you didn't know you liked before. My team, why? Y'all suck. You, the only general education you like was photography? Oh, what happened? Oh, please. I hope my Drawdon does not die. Well, my team really leaving me to struggle. I feel like I liked most of my... I feel like I liked a good portion of my general ed classes because they eventually became like requisites for my major that I eventually picked up. I just happened to keep picking the similar classes, and then I realized that they all fell under the same umbrella of my second major, so I was like, might as well major in that second major. I also hate it because it was a 3-hour class on a Monday night. Dude, 3-hour, oh my frick! 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. Oh my gosh. I raise you? Oh my gosh, are you kidding me? This is an awful day for me and Dynamax Adventures. I raise you, instead of 3-hour classes, a 6-hour class. My friend this semester is taking 4 6-hour classes, and I'm like, y'all art students are kind of crazy. Because you can't even ditch like one day. Like one day is basically the whole week, and that's kind of a lot to miss out on, like of material. But I mean, it's like, well, now you're from home. Is it even like you're just like sick at home? Oh my god, my friend got a B in yoga because of online classing. It's so funny because they just stopped showing up. And I'm just like, you're telling me you got straight A's except for this class in yoga? I thought that was like humorous to me. I'll take the not memorable Pokemon. Actually, no, let's look at the summaries. You had a 4.5-hour class. Wait, you had a 4.5 hours of shop class a day? So that was fun. Shop class. Do I have a Duraludon? I don't know. I could easily catch one if I want. Alright, I'll take this unmemorable Pokemon and I will join you in the link trade. You went to a trade school? Ah. I think you mentioned that last time, I can't remember. Nah, I'm good. My Wacom. Yeah, you think so? Yes. Link traded up. 55663399. I love the fact that we we equally like hate greeted. We're like, ah. Here you have the shiny. Wow, Kurt out here, Jason, all these random people that just so happen to be playing. Oh, I have 2 Marshtomps? Okay, cool. I don't even know. All my Pokemon are just so like whatever. Have my Swirlix, I guess. This is a shiny? It looks like exactly the same. Let's see. Wow, it's so lame. I thought I was gonna have a different colorway, like a really noticeable one. Alright. Goodbye, Swirlix. I forgot you were even a Pokemon that existed. Yeah, you thought so as well. I don't know, I hate it when Game Freak makes the shiny Pokemon like such a small variation. I'm like, no, you got to make it look good if you bothered to make a shiny. Like, what? Why? Why are you wasting our time, Game Freak? Oh yes, I love seeing all of your elite cards. I guess I have 2 of these hat Pokemon. This one's called Fringe. Hopefully that's not one of a Pokemon that was supposed to like return to someone or something. You know what I feel like I'm missing out on? I miss people doing Nuzlocke challenges. Oh my god, you're giving me your Necrozma? Oh my gosh, thanks. Have it, you don't care for it? Oh my gosh, thank you. I'm just out here just to try to find one. So I can please Peony and his ridiculous quest that he meant to do with his daughter, but his daughter rejected him. And now I'm seeking affirmation from him. Because, you know, I don't have a dad in this game. Or like in any of the other games, to be honest. Except in the random one that we had a dad. Thank you. I never noticed Necrozma had like white arms. Wow. Did you want to trade something else? Did you want to trade the other shiny? I thought you were going somewhere else with that. Wait, which part? I don't know, sometimes I say things and I immediately forget my short-term memory. You don't have anything else? Alright. I think you had, the first evolution shiny. You want to keep that one? That whole not having a dad thing? Oh. I mean. Relatable. But yeah, most of us don't have a dad in this game. Actually, all of us. Okay. Let us seek validation from our fake dad. And then I will see you all on Wednesday. Wow, this is a pretty long stream. Oh my god, I must put let's have a battle. Oh no! He knew! He fucking knew! Oh my god, he was like, you ain't shit. Oh my god. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Anyway, we will continue this Necrozma journey and fighting Leon next time. Where did I leave my Barraskewda? Right here. Now you have one. Yes, thank you. Alright, thank you for everyone who came to the stream. I'm gonna save even though I know this game. Auto saves. Then you'll have two. Yes, I will have two. Maybe I'll name the other one like... Actually, I don't know what I'll name the other one. I don't nickname Pokemon. But alright, thank you everyone for joining. Thanks Game Reaper for following. Thanks the Overlord for trading as well. Game Reaper as well. Thanks Panic. I hope you all have a good day. Maybe it will be shiny. Yeah, right. Yeah, right. Alright, I will see you all on the next one. I hope you have a good time doing whatever with the rest of your day. Bye!